Hi, I'm Jack Dewar. I'm the director of Recomp Coach Jack here at ZAR Athletica in Newstead. So as a Recomp coach, my job is to help people train and diet to pack on muscle mass, lose body fat and stay injury-free. Over the years, I've helped hundreds of people adopt healthy relationships with food and training to maintain a great lifestyle. So how long have I been training for? I've been training for 9 years, and I've been coaching for 5 years and practicing sports nutrition for 4 of those years. So about 9 years ago, I actually managed to transform my own body. I went through the same process that pretty much everybody else does. I hated my body, did not like the way it looked with and without clothes, and I decided to change that. And after doing it, I decided to make it my objective to help people do the same thing while maintaining a healthy relationship with food and with the gym and have fun along the way. For me, I absolutely love the little things about client wins along their journey, like maybe making better decisions when they go out to eat, and even just getting a better looking deadlift or better bench press, or managing to feel their biceps when they do a curl. For me, that's the thing I love about coaching. So some advice I would give to people going to the gym for the first time, I reckon always lift with really good form, focus on staying injury free and applying progressive overload, and remember to actually have some fun. The gym's not meant to be a chore. So for me, I've noticed that ZAR has a great culture and a commitment to really good movement and sustainability to improve lifestyles across Newstead. So the great thing about the team here at ZAR is they're all heavily focused on injury rehabilitation and proper strength and conditioning classes where people learn to move really well and actually get great performances in the gym week in and week out. My training has actually changed over the years. Funnily enough, I'm incredibly weaker than I used to be. So, recently, really just trying to rehab a few injuries like quad tendonitis and arthritis in the wrists. So training can be quite difficult sometimes. Recently, I've just been trying to move really well and trying to stay injury-free. That's the hardest part. At the start of my journey, I was actually training way too heavy all the time. And although I managed to put on some muscle mass, at the ripe age of 28, my body unfortunately is quite broken, and I've had to regress down to making sure that I move really well and actually perform a great technique 100% of the time. And I actually want the same thing for my clients. I don't want them to make the mistakes I did. Some of the mistakes I made during my journey were actually making too many sacrifices. Although in the early days of my training, I did manage to improve my physique, I was actually miserable along the way. And I think it's really important for people to develop a good relationship with food and with training and not make that mistake that I did. You want to make sure that you balance your lifestyle around training in the gym and not make it 100% of your life. Unless you're prepared to be an elite athlete, you do not need to give up your life for this process. And I did, and I sacrificed a lot to do that. One of my other mistakes that I made is actually just lifting with the purpose of getting as many reps as possible with as much weight as I could in the most disgusting way possible. And that just breaks you down over time, and because of that, I've got horrible legs and horrible arthritis in my wrists, unfortunately. I'll tell you, one of the common mistakes that my clients make is actually trying to change too much at once. When you want to start this journey, try not to take on too many things. Don't flip your life around. It's just not going to work. Start with maybe just prioritizing good sleep, maybe making better decisions when you go grocery shopping, and start going to the gym at least once a week and just progress from there. It's progressive overload in the gym and obviously overloading with your lifestyle as you can accommodate that. What did I change in my training over the years? Actually just lifting a little bit less weight and focusing on really good technique. I prioritized bracing my core for literally every single movement I did, whether it was a bicep curl or a heavy barbell squat. And because of that, I'm actually managing to train without a lot of pain anymore, and I can maintain my body composition year round. So my goal, basically between now and the end of the year, including Christmas, is actually to stay under 10% body fat while only training 4 times a week or less. That's my goal. At the moment, my routine is relatively intense. I have 2 days a week where I train about 90 sets of training on Monday and Tuesday. And then Thursday and Friday, I do 2 exercise sessions where I actually lift a lot less weight and actually just kind of recover from there. So 2 very intense sessions and 2 very mild sessions. And that's what I'm going to be doing today. So if you want to find me, you can come down and get some premium coaching at ZAR Athletica in Newstead. We're located at 8 Leopold Street in Newstead. And if you want to follow me on social media for some pretty spicy content, you can follow me at Recomp Coach Jack. And don't forget to like and subscribe.